Why don't the wind blow me away? Why don't the wind blow me down? And tried and tested along the way. I know if I'm rested, I'm here to stay. Yeah. Why don't the wind blow me away? Why don't the wind blow me down? I can't see past all the trees. Why don't this wind blow me away? Oh, blow me away. Away. Why don't the wind blow me away? Why don't the wind blow me down? You seem so invested and see it today. You won uncontested. I'm here to stay. Yeah. Why don't the wind blow me away? Why don't the wind blow me down? Genres and subgenres have a purpose. I don't want to be pretentious, be like, well, you can't really categorize Eric Bolander, you know. But for me, I lean on the Americana folk roots, but I like to throw country in there because we definitely have, you know, some country leaning in a lot of songs.
And we play with a lot of other songwriters, Americana artists, but play with, you know, rock and roll bands. We open for kind of soul and kind of funk bands as well sometimes. So it's some of those different things converging. He's brought in different band members to kind of mold these songs in different directions, and his background and my background as a classical player, and then Ben, our drummer's background in like marching band and like heavy rock, and then our friend John Ferguson in the kind of indie pop world. So it's just all those things swirling together.
So for me, I think Americana folk roots gives you an idea of what, you know, you may hear electric guitar. You're going to hear some acoustic guitar. You know, most people aren't going to imagine that there's a cello in the band. You know, it's like kind of a wild card, you know, and keys and organ and some other stuff too.
Bolander will bring, you know, some lyrics and like this kind of rough form to a rehearsal, and myself and then our drummer Ben Caldwell will kind of, you know, just kind of jam it out and see what direction it goes, and try and, you know, make some dynamic changes up and down and see where we end up. So that part's collaborative, but I'd say, you know, Bolander's doing all the lyric writing.
Now they add all these other things sonically that pushes it a different direction. Like if I did all my albums solo acoustic, then absolutely it would be a country album for the most part, you know, in all respect to the term. But with those players, I think it gives a different, you know, direction for what you can plug us in.
Leaving on a Sunday, gotta go and get paid, gotta make sure I get my fill. Think of swimming one day, I'm drowning by Friday, need once more to find my thrill. Oh, yeah, damned if you do, damned if you do it right. Down, wanna hold you tight. Things the right way. No, it's a long stay. Hell, I believe we'll be alright. Maybe this time around I have my feet on the ground. Know for sure I'll be alright. Oh, yeah, damn if you do, damn if you do right. Down, wanna hold you tight. Oh, well, you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you do it right. I don't wanna hold you down, wanna hold you tight. Tight.
my father. I lost him when I was young, unfortunately. He was 51 when he passed. I was 20. He died of lung cancer, but I always thought about him being a construction worker, a union carpenter, and how he worked really hard his whole life and wanted wanted better for my older brother and sister and myself. Just damned if you do, damned if you do it right is the chorus. And I just feel like a lot of people can resonate with that, you know, walking uphill both ways, swimming against the current, all those things, right?
Maybe I walk across that line, leave it all behind. Had another chance, goodbye. Maybe if I would stop drinking, if love the time, being so hard-headed, start another fight. Oh, I got all these songs, show what I'm saying. It can be wrong, I can't explain. Maybe I never should have lied, just told the truth about what I tried. Sure don't know what I was thinking when I threw it all away. So many years in the making, like a damn fool I played. The game is almost over. Hate to see you walk away. But on my own path now, hope to see you again someday. But I got all these songs, show what I'm saying. It can be wrong, I can't explain. Maybe I'll walk across that line, leave it all behind. Had another chance at goodbye.
So for me, I'm also a full-time high school art teacher at Henry Clay High School in Lexington. But nowadays, where music and writing music and performing music is my primary art, fine arts outlet, so to speak, graphic design and graphic arts is something I still work in. So posters, logo design, some album art. But I am very much a right brain minded person, very creative, and that's where I stay majority of my life, and both my careers happen to be in the fine arts too, you know.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm not playing music, I'm helping other people play music. So I take up a lot of jobs as freelance audio or like management with shows or festivals, things like that. And Eric mentioned I work at the Singletary Center on UK campus. So if I wasn't, on stage, I'll be backstage or, helping make it happen.
I think folks that are creative and artists, they tend to do whatever their project calls for to a degree. But so I've dabbled in a little bit of everything: installation art, sculpture, printmaking, photography. But I'd say right now, if I were to have to pin down a visual art outlet, it would be the graphic design, the digital work.
The only side to coal mines, the top side. Fresh air, family. You spent your whole life living on the short side. A puppet on company string. You take all of your wishes, your thoughts and your prayers, lay them all on the whisper of cold men who just don't care. When cold men who just don't care. A young girl full of dreams and aspirations sees a daddy full of pain. She wonders if the family seeks salvation, then why are the bills not paid? Take all of her wishes, her thoughts and her prayers, lay them all on the whispers of cold men who just don't care. Cold men who just don't care. Take all of your wishes, your thoughts and your prayers, lay them all on the whispers of cold men who just don't care. And cold men who just don't care. And cold men and just don't care.
So Cold Men is a single that we put out earlier this year. Back in the fall of 2019, the Black Jewel Mining Company in eastern Kentucky in the town of Cumberland, which is in Harlan County, which is pretty famous for all the wrong reasons, but still it's famous definitely for coal mining. They filed bankruptcy and left all their workers, or at least most of their workers, out of pay, like 2 to 3 months worth of back pay. The folks that worked there and the family started to protest and set on a railhead and wouldn't allow the rail to leave with a huge load of coal for several weeks in protest of them not getting paid what was rightfully theirs. So my friend John Grace in Pineville asked me to play a benefit for them, and I was like, absolutely, positively, yes, without a doubt. So I wrote it from a perspective of a young girl whose dad was a coal miner in that situation. But it was really just a reference to the whole situation with the Black Jewel Mining Company and just any mining company or any company in general that owes somebody and doesn't follow through, The bigger concept is, richer, wealthier, more power takes advantage of folks that don't have the money or the time or the resources to fight against it.
Wasn't just to pass the time. Summer days we spent along the ridge on the county line, up there with a whispering wind. The days got longer, our minds were free. Lean on my shoulder, we'll drive till the sun could be seen on Montgomery Hill. We're in loud, long lost ourselves on Montgomery Hill. Said to myself, take me way back when. Montgomery Hill. Set my bags on the tailgate. Said, son, you'll do just fine. Hit the road after Beckley. Boarded on my first flight. The screams and the sweat ran down my spine. With no regret, home was always on my mind. On Montgomery Hill, where we lost ourselves on Montgomery Hill. Said to myself, take me way back when. Montgomery Hill, where we lost ourselves on Montgomery Hill. Said to myself, take me way back on Montgomery Hill, where we laughed and lost ourselves on Montgomery Hill. Said to myself, take me way back when. Montgomery Hill. Montgomery Hill.
Montgomery Hill, that song is about being young and summertime and small town when you don't have a whole lot of things to do. You don't have a bowling alley, you don't have a movie theater, you don't have all these different things that kids can do in cities, and you just drive around and find a haunted a cemetery, or you go up on a ridge and look at the stars. But there was a road, Montgomery Road, went out to Montgomery Hill, and that was kind of a meeting spot. And it was where 3 counties meet in northeast Kentucky, and we just had friends that would meet up there and hang out and just spend summer nights there, and that's kind of what the song's about.
Light came through the window of our room. My mind couldn't keep up with what my heart already knew. Light of my life, oh, that I'll get it right, let it fly. Let it fly. When she came into the room and looked at me for the first time, my heart filled up like a hot air balloon while I cried. Oh, light of my life, oh, that I'll get right. fly.
So Fly is about when my little girl was born. She's 4.5, and that song's specifically about the moment of seeing her be born and in the hospital room. It's great because a lot of songs, you can get in the mode of playing a bunch of shows one after another and just kind of roll through. But some of the songs, they stick with me as I'm singing them, and that was specifically one of them. No matter what I'm doing, even rehearsal, like I can picture that moment, meeting her and her laying on my wife's chest, and I'm holding her finger and that kind of stuff. So it's really nice.
Tobacco fields of eternal flames. The Lord sure works in mysterious pains. A river bends, takes another life. My granny weeps and holds my mother tight. Oh Lord, oh Lord, amen, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, amen, oh Lord. A new clinic moved in town today. $100 bill and you'll get your pay. You passed out high in the driver's seat, burned alive with no one to wash your feet. Oh Lord, oh Lord, amen, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, amen, oh Lord. Oh Lord, oh Lord, amen, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, amen, oh Lord. A river bends, takes another life. Granny weeps and holds my mother tight.
Complete opposite of Montgomery Hill. Oh Lord is a song that's about a lot of the bad, negative things that happen within like a 10 or 12 year period. I had this reoccurring nightmare of my granny was holding my mom at a funeral and they were crying, which isn't completely unusual, but I couldn't remember what funeral. I had this nightmare dream for several months. And I was like, man, so I just started jotting down some notes. Once I started doing that, I couldn't stop writing about things that had happened. I had a cousin get burned alive in a car over a bad drug deal. There's several of my family members, including my father, died of lung cancer, and tobacco was a huge, huge crop in my hometown. the chorus of the song is sort of this sarcastic prayer of like, you know, when's it going to stop? When's this actually going to end for my family, and more specifically my granny? All these things that she's been through, and you know, it's pretty happy, upbeat song. I kind of laugh. It's like that's my coping mechanism, is just humor. And I've had a lot of people reach out specifically about that one, about how "Oh Lord" was, you know, helpful for them, or they connected with it. So that means a lot to me, it really does.
I don't know if it lasts forever. We'll see, my son. It's as cold as last December, running from the gun. Pull me closer to the setting sun. We can take it all to the limit, let the cold speed run. I can say it'll make or break me, damn it, I'm done. Pull me closer to the setting sun. Hold me, darling, I can't stay. I've been running from this chain, 'cause the darkness is creeping all over my soul. Hold me closer to that flame, to that flame. To that flame. I don't know if I pull that trigger, didn't hear from a one. I can say it'll make a believer, hero I'm not. Pull me closer to the setting sun. Hold me, darling, I can't stay. I've been running from this chain, 'cause the darkness is creeping all over my soul. Hold me closer to that flame, to that flame. To that flame. Hold me, darling, I can't stay. I've been running from this change, 'cause the darkness is creeping all over my soul. Hold me closer to that flame. Hold me, darling, I can't stay. I've been running from this chain, 'cause the darkness is creeping all over my soul. Hold me closer to that flame, to that flame. To that flame.
Closer to That Flame is the opening track on our album, The Wind. Growing up where I grew up, you know, men were supposed to be masculine and tough. You don't cry, you don't, you know, you barely say I love you kind of stuff, right? Which I'm totally not like that. But, you know, growing up around that, you feel ashamed to ask for help. That song is kind of like having epiphany of like, oh, I need to reach out, because some folks don't realize I need to be pulled closer to that flame.
Wake up, go ahead and pour yourself another cup all alone. Lay it all out there on the tabletop till I get home. Honey, let go. Oh, let go. Honey, let go of my soul. Want you to wander away from my home. I can't save you, yeah, from this road. Won't let go. Honey, let go. Breaking up. Didn't hear what you said before. I love you. Live it up. Try not to stay before the waters rise and swallow. Chain it up for the one thing you love the most. It's all a game. Being tough used to only be a man's game. I can't play. Honey, let go. Oh, let go. Honey, let go of my soul. Want you to wander away from my home. I can't save you, yeah, from this road. Won't let go. Honey, let go.
I like to leave Honeysuckle up to whoever's listening to it. That's my one mystery song, really. All the other ones I think I've talked about, but that one's the one that's a mystery.
It never says honeysuckle in the song.
And it never says the title.
Even though people try and sing along
Yeah,
with it.
honeysuckle. And I'm like, it's not in there.
not
It's not
so.
the words.
Yeah.
Pour myself another glass of bourbon. and try to wash away all this hurt. The things that cross my mind for certain are the memories left behind that old curtain. Will he go down as smooth as the one thing I thought I'd never lose? Seems so far from the ending, I can't keep pretending that it's you. Whoa, no. Will he grow into a habit of something I don't need, but I gotta have it? Why can't we just pretend that this thing won't ever end? But it's through, I know it's through, I know it's through. Driving down this long, lonesome highway, see the same old signs every other day. My favorite stop really isn't on my way. Think I'll swing on by for a drink anyway. Will he go down smooth? There's the one thing I thought I'd never lose. Seems so far from the ending, I can't keep pretending that it's you. Whoa, no. Will he grow into a habit? Something I don't need, but I gotta have it. Why can't we just pretend that this thing won't ever end? But it's through, I know it's through, I know it's through.
So Smooth Finish is recorded. It's going to be on our new record. That is almost like Maybe I Part 2. And that song's about realizing something's finished and it's time for both parties to move on. It's like later in life, you're moving on from a relationship and it's not easy for either person, but you're coming to the realization and quite possibly mutually that it's over. So to find our stuff online, the website is ericbolander.com. We're on all the streaming services, so Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, and such. That's probably the easiest way to hear a song. But if you go to the website, we have a merch site, and you can pick up the LP or CD or T-shirts, hats, and all that good stuff. We have a pretty good merch game. A lot of different items. Some of them aren't even on the website too. And of course, live shows, tour dates and things are on the website. So check that out and come see us out and about. It doesn't matter how good of a player someone is, or 2 people or 3 people or whatever. When you build a chemistry together, that's when things click, and that's when you get compliments like, man, you guys are so tight, or you guys sound so great together, or this is great, and this is because it takes that time to not just rehearse, be well rehearsed, but also have a chemistry to where you can play off each other.